get into these trends. So obviously the first one we're all recognizing as happening right now. It's not something that's coming soon. It's now has already hit, and now it's going to begin to accelerate. But the old way of selling products, or the store distribution model, is now literally failing in front of our eyes. Some of the biggest stores you and I have shopped at, grown up with, are either not going to be here today, and they filed bankruptcy, or many of them are going to be going down that path in the next 6 months to a year to the next 5 years. And so this is happening at accelerated rate. And it's because we have the rise of online sales or mobile sales with our cell phones, and that's now accelerating. I just want to show you two numbers right there between 2016 and 2017, and I just picked the holiday shopping season. But look, Black Friday 2016, $1 billion was spent on mobile, $3 billion was spent online. And the next time, Black Friday next year in 2017, it went to $5 billion online and doubled on mobile. Things are happening faster and accelerating faster. And a big cause or big reason for that is the convenience of everyone now, no matter what generation you're on, can use a smartphone. And now you really have a digital way to buy everything you ever need. And it's just a convenience thing, and it's a price thing. The third trend that's happening is now attention is spanning across a lot of different areas that are not traditional. And to me, this is the next big evolution to figure this out, because right now, traditional ad spend is not delivering the brand recognition or sales that they once did. The ROI is no longer there, and it's because we are now very much so a social media driven society. And I say that meaning everywhere you go, people are looking down on a screen, and they're not looking at traditional means of advertising. And it's put an interesting place for advertising, because now stores don't know where to get the consumer's attention because it's so many different places. But if you could actually monetize a social network of people to relay the information, it actually becomes cheaper and more productive, more profitable, and easier to move product. And so this is where I want you to really pay attention, is this change, or the digital ad spend that's moving the game of advertising, but it's also evolving the game of advertising. And then the last one is the rise of the entrepreneur. Because technology has allowed us to go into entrepreneurship for pennies at the dollar without risking our job, we now can really, any one of us can enter that world. And now it's becoming more of a 1099 world than a W-2 world. So I want you to think of all these different things that are happening that really has pushed why this business model is so attractive to so many people. And I view this really as a next generation business platform. MarketAmericaShop.com gives you access to sell millions of dollars of product without any inventorying through their platform, the ability to earn on your spending and linking shoppers together, the ability to sell exclusive brands of products and expand distribution, and you can do it again for pennies on the dollar without risking what you already do. Now, I just want to really quickly try to drive home this point before I get into the specifics of this model, because this really sets it up perfectly so that you can understand this, because it is one of the biggest shifts I see, and I see Shop.com as the only one who's actually evolved to where the business world is going. So let's just look. I think we all realize why store distribution model has collapsed. We all used to buy products and services in stores, but it was a very costly thing because they had to pre-order the product, ship it, then bring it to all the retail stores. Then they had to spend money on advertising, which draws up or increases the cost of that product. And you and I then get a product that has been marked up several times because of that. And that is, pre-internet, an okay model, right? There's really not too many alternatives. But when the internet came, all of a sudden they said we no longer need wholesalers. We no longer need retail. We'll direct ship right to the customer. And it's going to lower costs because we don't have all the overhead. And this is why stores are collapsing faster. They didn't plan for this. They thought they could evolve slowly, but this is now a speed world. Everything's happening faster. But notice the one thing that they still have in common with stores is that you and I don't go to those internet stores unless they do what? They still spend money on risky traditional advertising. So this really is the next phase, is how do we remove that? Just like we removed the cost of stores and wholesale, warehousing. for the internet, how do we get rid of that to evolve it to be even more efficient to sell a product? And if we can do that, it drives the product sales down. And that's exactly what shop.com did. They got rid of everything that brick and mortar has as an expense or risky. And then they got rid of one store selling all the product, which then coincidentally got rid of the need for traditional ad costs. And now you can sell a product to the consumer at the best possible price with no traditional risk and moving products and services. So I'm going to break this down so you really understand this, because there's nothing else that's doing this. And I hope you understand how really of an opportunity this is, because the whole world's trying to figure this out, but it's already been done and figured out by shop.com. This really is a traditional how internet stores are doing it today. They have manufacturers selling products, and then they have stores that upload products to that store, right? Like a reseller. And then the store gives a small cut to those, but they keep the customer and they keep the sale, right? That's how .com or big, internet companies operate. Then they pay all the traditional ad costs, and yes, they're moving to digital, but that's still risky. Meaning, if I pay Google for a click, for someone to click on my ad, that doesn't mean I make money. So I'm still risking the idea that I could spend more money than I make in profit. Okay. A lot of these big retailers then add memberships to try to draw up some more additional revenue to offload or offset, other expenses that they have, so they can still have some profits. And then here you and I come, the consumer, and we're going to take all the money we make and we're going to then spend it directly through that one site, give all our money to that one site, and that store is going to make the most. Then money, of course, goes to the advertising companies that make the money, and then a small piece or percentage gets sent to the manufacturers and stores and affiliates. But the problem with the stores and affiliates is they gave up the customer. So see, this model isn't actually this incredibly evolved model. It really just got rid of stores. And what's going to happen now in the future is all these internet stores are going to compete to sell the same product, but they don't have what? They don't have loyalty, because you and I know what you're about to buy, you only care who's selling it the cheapest. So it's going to be a price war, and it's going to kill margins. And eventually what's happening with stores will happen with online stores in the next 5 to 10 years. And here's how shop.com has really revolutionized this. And I want to break this down again so you really understand this cognitively. Is take a look at what they do. They also have some manufacturers that make products that want to sell directly through shop.com. They have stores and affiliates, but unlike the old model I just showed you, the internet model before this, we actually want to give the customers to those stores so we can work with them and not take away from them. It's more of a synergistic win-win situation rather than we want to keep your customers. So we give them back to the stores, but we get paid for delivering the customer. Then we have our own exclusive products through shop.com so we can move in and out of markets. And then we also have the ability to funnel sales to local businesses. And again, they'll pay us if we guarantee them a sale, and then we'll provide the distribution for the store, so it's a win-win. So in this equation, this alone is already better because it's better for every business rather than trying to take from every business, okay? Now, they don't have any traditional ad costs or memberships, and this is the important thing. This is the next evolution. How on earth can you get the customer to buy if you don't have money going out to try to get their attention in the traditional sense? And here's how exactly they did it. Is they allowed individuals the right to own and operate the website platform shop.com so that people could then use it to build their own business and establish their own customer base. And to me, this was the most brilliant thing. It's so simple, but there's technology that needs to exist for this to be here, is the ability to allow others to own it and then to be able to track everything they've done to pay them on their effort. So when they did this, here's how this operates. Consumers can still shop, but they're shopping through an individual owner who's tied into the website, and it allows a direct access to the customer without any risky advertising, meaning we can sell everything we want, and only when we sell a company's product do they have to pay a small percentage, but they already guaranteed, they already made the profit. So take a look how this works. Now you want to buy a product through shop.com as the customer. When you shop through shop.com, remember you're shopping through a local business owner who owns that site. You're not shopping through one big hub of a company. And because you do that, there's enough profit because they don't have to pay traditional ad costs that the consumer gets paid for anything they buy. They go to Home Depot, they go to, Walmart, they buy through shop.com directly. We have enough margin to be able to reward the customer economically because they're the one providing the profit for everything. Why not give them part of the profit? And that creates economic loyalty. They're included, so they're going to want to come back. And whoever found the customer, whether it was social media or whatever it happened to be, they get paid for finding that, for the sale of that, whatever that person bought. Then the most magical part of what this company's figured out is whoever linked or whoever is working together, they get paid collaboratively. Meaning if I sold a product through my shop.com store, I would make the profit, but 100% of the volume from that customer sale would pay everyone in the line of partnerships because it's one company that is everyone doing a little piece for everyone to get paid. Shop.com gets paid, and of course, the manufacturer stores, exclusive brands, and the local economy also gets paid. So in this model, do you notice how there's not one person who isn't compensated? And the reason all of this income exists is because when you don't give it to try to drive TV commercial ads and Google ads and Facebook ads and YouTube ads, and you just literally say, hey, when you're talking with people in your own social networks, and you find someone who wants something that we have that we can offer, and you get them to buy, the customer gets paid, you get paid, and everyone in the chain gets paid because there's enough money to pay everyone when you don't have to pay the traditional ad costs. There's that much money tied up in traditional ads, and when you do it this way, it benefits everyone economically. And when everyone starts shopping together, this cycle repeats itself over and over and over and over again. So all shop.com is an evolved distribution model that is 5 to 10 years ahead of where the internet or .com distribution model is today. And now people are starting to understand this. They want to be cut in the economy. They want a lower cost of goods. They want to provide a better way for customers to get what they want. And the only company that's figured this out to be able to track it all with the platforms and technology in place is shop.com. All right. So if you understand that, let's get into the specifics. So there's two ways people can build a customer base when they're owners, okay? The first one is getting paid on everything you have to buy. When we can track what people want and companies are willing to pay us, we have a compensation model to then say, okay, whatever you have to buy, let's get you paid. And that's called the shopping annuity, getting paid on the money you already have to spend. So this is what it looks like online. I'll take you through some of their technologies to just give you a little bit of a taste of what this looks like. If you go online to shop.com, remember you're shopping through a local owner or your own site if you own it, and you simply get paid cash back as a customer and a business owner. Every time I'm about to buy something online, you're going to get paid for that, and it's good as cash, meaning they'll direct deposit it into your checking account once it's over $10, okay? So here how it works, you just see it there, and then you simply type in what product you want or the store you want to go to. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, and I'm just going to give you the example. Let's say you wanted to go to Staples today, so you got to get something printed. You go to Staples Copy and Print Center, and then you'll notice if it's a store, it'll pop up, and it gives you two numbers. One is how much cash back you're going to earn, and in this case, it's 9%. So if I spend $100 at Staples today, I get $9 back in cash. And then as owners, we get something called IBV, or Internet Business Volume, and that says 8%. As owners, we can get paid up to $1,500 a week per business that you're building on the IBV point side. So that's another way you get compensated for buying and having customers buy through your site. The nice part is someone would click, go to store, and then all of a sudden they would go to Staples. Staples would still keep the customer, but we get paid for finding the customer and guaranteeing them a sale, and that's how it works. And these are all the stores that have partnered with shop.com. Thousands of stores, including ways to buy groceries or discounted gift cards, and all the major retailers that you and I shop at. It's endless at this point, because when people say, well, why are all these stores doing this? Because the old way of advertising is not working, and for them to say, advertise us for free and we'll guarantee you 5%, 10% for every sale or customer that buys something from our store that you generated. So it's a more direct, streamlined way to get to the customer. Okay, so that's why we get paid. It's from these stores. And then we have technologies to make sure you never mess this up. We have something called Shop Buddy. And what I mean by is messing it up is risking doing something without getting paid your cash back. So you can download this once you become an owner or a customer. And what happens is the next time you go to shop, let's say through Google, and let's say you forgot about shop.com, notice in the search results, you're going to see all the stores that are partnered with us that we can pay you to shop at, as well as the deals that we found. And you simply go right there. Shop Buddy will pop up. If you're not logged in, it'll tell you to log in. And once you're logged in, it's going to drop down the deals that they found, the cash back, and you can continue shopping. Okay, and you simply get paid. So you actually went directly to another site, didn't go to shop.com, and we still can make sure you get paid having this app downloaded on your laptop. Okay, it does a lot of other things as well, and I just want to point out a few features here. Is one of them, let's say you happen to be on another competitor's website, right? A store that's not partnered with us or is partnered with us. It really doesn't matter. Let's say I'm, here on Amazon, I found the TV I want for $2,297, and I think it's the best deal. I don't know. And all of a sudden, Shop Buddy pops down. If we can beat it, if shop.com can beat the price, or one of our partner stores can, check this out. It says, no, wait a minute, we found the same TV for $1,848 plus $36 cash back plus the IBV, which you get paid additional money as an owner. And then it'll tell you buy now. You can go direct to that store and you saved yourself a couple $100. Okay. Or obviously better than trusting what another store is selling it for. Okay. Here's another example, going to Overstock. You're buying a toy for your, nephew or something like that. And it'll, if it's cheaper somewhere else, it's going to let you know where we found that product cheaper. So you can go right there and save the money. Another new feature that this has, I love that if you're at checkout, let's say of your favorite store, you can click on this little app that pops up through Shop Buddy. It says, hey, wait a minute, before you check out, we found some coupons. You click on that, and it's going to automatically apply every single coupon code until it finds the lowest price possible with a certain combination of coupons. And you can see it happening real time over there in the corner. It's applying every single code. It's going to know if it's a code that it can use or it can't use, or how much it's going to save. And once it finds the perfect combination, which brings the shopping cart to the lowest possible price, is when it then applies it, and you put it right there in the coupon box, and it saves you the most amount of money. So I just think, the whole idea of this company is to, again, drive customers at the lowest possible price, but make sure it's profitable for every person in the chain, from the consumer to the retailer, so that everyone wins. And that's what they've done with this. They also support brick and mortar businesses, which I love, because there's really no system out there really driving traffic to local companies, and we do. So far, over 20,000 local businesses, okay, have partnered with us. And here's what we do is they have the ability to do what these big online retailers do. And here's how it works for everyone. You as a customer and owner can link your credit cards that you use in local stores. A local business can simply partner with us at no cost, and they pay just like the online retailers do once we guarantee them a sale. You can download the shop.com app. And then once you do that, you can be notified where all the Shop Local stores are, and you simply go into the store, swipe your debit or credit card, and you'll get a confirmation text that says, congratulations from Shop Local. You just earned cash back on whatever place you just went. So how cool is that? Link up your cards, and then that's it. You set it. You don't have to worry about it. You go into those local Shop Local stores, you swipe your card, and you get paid. So what it does is it drives local business up. It drives more people to want to go there, and the reason is because we're going to get compensated for it, and you're going to go there more than a store that doesn't, right? So that's how this works. It's, again, synergistic, and coming soon, I just wanted to show some of these updates that the company's been sharing. Some of the largest retailers are now coming on board with this. Again, it's cheaper to get the customer by paying only when they guarantee a profit, and if we can provide that, then it's a win for everyone. And here some of the stores are looking to get on board. Some of them are already coming on board or in the process. But I just want you to think, if you could get paid for all of this, why wouldn't you want to have this even on that level? Yes, you have to build a business if you decide you want to earn more, but even on the customer side, doesn't this make sense? In a big way it does, because you're going to spend it anyway. So that's really, in 2018 and beyond, that was different than when I came on board in 2004. We now have the ability to get paid on every single thing that we spend money on, and there's no other business that has this. And it's in a system that makes it better for everyone in the chain, right? It's an evolved way and a better way than how we do it currently. So you really have two choices: spend all your money and overspend, or spend the money you have to and just get compensated for that going forward.